They say the Black Hand assassins could kill anything. You keep that name out of your thrice-damned mouth around here. We had to abandon that name after the fiasco with the Delpan Empire years ago. I don't care about any empire. I want you to kill a human. The assassin's mandibles clicked with frustration. We don't take contracts to kill humans. Then I'll find someone else. You can try, but none of the other guilds in the galaxy will take that job. And if you find an independent crazy enough to try, they won't succeed. They'll either die trying or turn you in. You can't seriously believe humans are unkillable. I never said that. Of course, they're mortal. I know that personally, but we still don't accept contracts on humans. Why in all the hell's not? Because the only way to kill a human and live long enough to enjoy your payment is to drop a neutron bomb on them from orbit, just to be sure. Then you grab the fastest ship and get out of this galaxy before the rest of the humans figure out what you did. After that, pray they don't follow. You're having me on. Tell me, does your planet have compulsory education? What does that have to do with anything? Indulge me. Yes, 10 years of training our young to be obedient, more or less. Sounds like most public education. Did they teach history? Some. Then they didn't teach galactic history. Sit, drink. I'll tell you why no assassin worth their blade will take a contract on a human. Drinks were ordered. The old assassin took a long pull before turning to his companion. You remember the Delpan Empire? Yes. What about them? Do you know what happened to them? They collapsed after wasting too much on a death world. That world was the human cradle. And it wasn't the planet that broke them, it was the humans. How? Another long drink. Then the tale began. The Delpan ruled half the galaxy. Hundreds of species conquered or crushed. Serve or die was the Delpan way. The Galactic Council, weak and fragmented, could do nothing to stop the Delpan machine. Star system by system, the Empire expanded. Then they reached Sol. The humans lived on the third planet. They were just beginning space exploration when the Delpan arrived. Fragmented into nations, the humans were slow to respond. The Delpan swept in. Within one galactic standard month, Earth was theirs. Most pre-FTL civilizations fell in a week. But the humans fought like demons, especially once they realized they were under invasion. They even halted Delpan ground forces once before reinforcements arrived. After that, the usual began. Divide the survivors, assign labor. Many humans were farmers or ranchers, so the Delpan used them to feed the war machine. Others were shipped off-world to work in mines. Humans were unnaturally strong and durable due to their high-gravity world, perfect miners. Usually, species fell into a pattern. Submission, rebellion, and finally, despair. The humans didn't. They complied. Briefly. Then they waited. For 20 Earth years, humans toiled, bred, obeyed. The Delpan even encouraged high birth rates, offering incentives for women with more than 4 children. They thought they were breeding workers. In truth, the humans were growing an army. Their leaders, supposedly surrendered, were mostly decoys. The real governments hid underground, directing secret training camps, schools, and resistance movements. Hidden labs reverse-engineered Delpan tech. They gathered weapons, built networks, and waited. Then they struck. Started small. A miner refused to work. A herd of cattle mysteriously died. A factory exploded. Then a whole nation, France, rose in rebellion, shouting "Vive la Revolution." Don't ask me what that means. Weapons vanished. Vehicles sabotaged. And the Delpan, too proud to see the threat, called us in, the Black Hand and other assassin guilds, to silence the rabble. We were paid well. Earth, or dirt, as they call it, has triple standard gravity. Our agents needed gravisis suits and a week to acclimate. And then they began dying. Streets cleared ahead of ambushes. Explosions erupted. One of our own, enraged, started executing random humans. The third time, a mob tore him apart. We couldn't blame the Delpan for refusing to pay his death fee. Our job was to stop riots, not spark them. The contract turned sour. Killing humans was easy. Escaping alive was not. Eventually, we couldn't walk on Earth without Delpan escort. Even then, agents vanished. In Africa, a lure led one of ours into the savannah, where the humans had trained predators to attack. Their canine companions took down many, and I won't even speak of Australia. That entire continent is a death trap. Then, regional centers fell silent. First one, then another. Not just Earth, every world with human slaves reported similar disturbances. Somehow, they had spread rebellion across stars. Delpan patrols went quiet. Human spies had infiltrated ships, seized control, and sent them to hidden research sites. Factories emerged from hiding. Massive manufactories produced starship parts. Launch bays hurled thousands of tons into orbit. By the time Delpan light fleets arrived, they were no match for what the humans had built from stolen tech. Delpan arrogance sealed their fate. They kept sending ships one after another while ignoring the rot within. Eventually, the Emperor recalled all fleets to defend the capital. Human-held systems had grown. The Delpan's conquests began collapsing in reverse. When the main conquest fleet finally returned, they found not only human ships, but those of every species they'd enslaved. All united, all armed, all furious. That victory terrified the Emperor. The humans now sat between him and his armies. He issued a desperate order for all fleets to fall back, for every assassin guild to help. We refused. 2/3 of us were already dead, and we saw the writing on the wall. That refusal saved us. Other guilds accepted the call. 7 were wiped out. The humans had mastered infiltration. They planted spies and saboteurs in every group sent against them. Meanwhile, the Delpan huddled in their home system, plotting a counterattack. But while they consolidated, the humans exploded outward, system after system. Every enslaved race they reached, they freed. They overthrew Delpan governors, lit the fires of revolution, and turned slaves into soldiers. The rest of the galaxy joined them. Even the council that once debated idly now allied with the humans. Forge worlds now built ships for the rebellion. Agri-worlds fed the resistance. The Delpan, cut off and isolated, were being devoured from within.